All right, guys, welcome to our Friday morning workout number 53. So let's give people another 5 seconds to get on the broadcast and we'll get right to it. Hoping that you applied what we talked about last week and that you're doing these exercises and that you're trying to do them as much as you can regularly, daily if you can. Pretty important week for me. Like I did celebrate my 21st year anniversary in business in Montreal, so I was very happy. Thank you to everybody for like sending in their congratulations and stuff like that. So thank you very much. I really appreciate it. 21 years in business, and it goes by so fast. But as always, all of this is not possible without you, the students, the people who are following us, the whole family. It's it really does mean a lot, and I really appreciate it. And also, next week is our huge event, the training camp. If you've heard about this, if you've been to one, you know that they're pretty legendary. You come here, you train with us, you sleep here at the dojo. So if you're interested, message me for more information on how to participate and to be here. So it's August 18th and 19th right here at the Pagoda. And if you're a student, then just contact or speak to your instructor and they'll give you all the details on how to participate and to live that experience, because it is an experience. It's 2 days training here with our philosophy, our rituals, what we do in the morning, what we do for training. It's almost like being a monk, like the Shaolin monk, but right here in Canada in this beautiful facility. And we challenge you, we challenge you mentally, spiritually, physically. It's a really great way to expand your training, what you think you can do, take it to another level. So boot camps or immersions are very popular, and we've been doing these for many years, like almost 20 years. And the transformation at the end of the weekend, you cannot explain it. So if you have a chance, if you want to challenge, if you want to improve yourself, then take this seriously and register for the camp. Today's lesson, something I've been doing for a very long time, and in the title of this video, it's called See the Seer. Now, I'm not sure if you heard about this before. My dad taught me this very long time ago, and I've never stopped doing it. A bit of a warning before doing it. It's not mysterious, it's not scary, but at the same time, it is. Okay, so you can do this exercise, this technique, this meditation technique at your own risk. Okay, so only the brave will attempt to do it. It's not that bad, it's just that it'll awaken something in you, very special, very powerful. It's almost like doing the candle meditation, and I'll talk about this one maybe at another time. But today I want to focus on See the Seer, and I'll give you the details on how to do this. You either stand or sit very close to a mirror. So you can be maybe 6 inches away, and as you're sitting or standing there, you proceed to look at your own self in the mirror. So you're seeing the seer. So the first step, once you start doing this, okay, like you might ask yourself the question, why the hell should I do this? So I do this for many reasons, and I'll just give you the explanation of how to do it, and then I'll explain why I do it. So you're standing and sitting, and you're looking at your own self in the mirror. And you focus on your eyes. As you focus on yourself, pay attention to what happens, what you see. And I usually do this for about 5 to 10 minutes, and then I'm done. It's a very, very simple exercise, but very powerful. Ultimately, what you're trying to do is eventually the person in the mirror disappears. You no longer see yourself in the mirror. That's the ultimate goal. So I want you to try this meditation technique. Okay, why do I do this? Basic, I do this for focus. That's one. So when I stare, like when I concentrate, so I focus. That's one. To learn to focus. We're all very easily distracted, right? So this gives you pure focus. That's one. Two, what it'll do is, when I said you might get scared, what you see in the mirror, you might see your face change. You might see somebody else. You might see a lot of light emanating from either your eyes or from your whole, like whatever you see in the mirror, your whole body will be encapsulated in light. Results aren't guaranteed. I'm not sure like where you're at in your development, and everyone's different. Kind of like Negong. Like if you have lots of blockages and your meridians, the result might be different for you. So you need to practice. So you'll see different colors, your face will change. And ultimately what it does, it shows you what you are. You are energy. You are powerful. And we don't take the time sometimes to look and to admire you. Now, this is not a narcissistic thing. We look at different things. Wow, this and wow, that. You can look at the stars, at the moon, at other people, other pictures. But the most beautiful picture is you. So take the time to look at your own self, your own energy, your own power. While you're in meditation, there's a lot of things you can do. And I'll keep that for another time. Now I just want you to focus on doing this technique. Try it, and then let me know how it goes. What did you feel? What did you experience? What did you see? And I'd love to see your comments about this. Okay? Super powerful technique. Next time I'll talk more about why and things you can do and say as you're doing this meditation. See the seer. Next step for the physical part, I want to keep moving on the lower back, the back pain, which is important, and I've got lots of good feedback from the viewers. I want to go back to a technique, another old technique that my dad taught me. You might have seen this, and do not discount the power of this next exercise. This man didn't invent this movement, but he made it famous. And if you heard this name before, well, you know, Mr. Nadeau, Technique Nadeau. So a technique that my dad taught me, there's 3 techniques, but I want to show just one. And you probably know this, but you have to integrate it and do it. Circulation, blood, energy, chakras, massaging the internal organs. This technique does that, stimulates that. So, like I said, do not discount the movement. Do it daily when you wake up in the morning. It's very simple. Feet shoulder width apart. Hands can be loose on the sides or hands on the hips. And you proceed to do the full torso rotation and hip rotation. So you do a circle, right? And you feel the tension releasing. You start by trying to do very small circle. Think of your head as drawing a circle on the canvas above you. So it can be a little circle. And then make that circle bigger, bigger, bigger. And you're rotating in one direction. I like to rotate for maybe 5 minutes, and then I switch sides. And as I fold the body forward more and more, it massages my liver and other organs, which is, you can slap and hit it using the Nigong techniques, but doing these movements with the body really massages the internal organs, which is super important to do to keep them healthy, because we cannot access them directly. So we access them indirectly. Do the rotation left and then right. This is good for your hip flexibility, your pelvis, your knees. So flow this way, left and right. Remember, exercise doesn't have to be very complicated. This is a great technique that this man made famous back in the 70s after an ACV, I guess a heart attack or a stroke. And he used these different basic techniques to heal himself and bring himself back to health. So try the technique. What you'll feel after is very special, very unique. And I want you to try it. So this is the lesson for today. See the seer and do the hip rotation and upper torso rotation. Will you implement it? Will you integrate it? I hope so. If you're here, it means that you're a go-getter, that you're a doer, that you're an implementer. If not, well, this is maybe not the right place for you. So, and if you're lacking discipline, stick with me. Keep watching the videos and get in the habit of implementing right away what you learn on these Friday morning workouts. As always, stay on the path. That path is self-mastery. Not always easy, but I'm rooting for you. I encourage you. I'm here to motivate you. But ultimately, I want you to find the motivation within you. You can do this. I'll see you next week.